So we've got no headlight. Now there is what's called a side stand switch on here, and I'm not sure that you can start the bike unless you've got the side stand up. So I may have to look at to bridge that out to do some testing. But the first thing I think I'm going to do is have a look at this front indicator, try and work out if it's just the bulb, and then also we need to look at this, look. So why is that not coming back off again? It'll switch on but it won't turn off, so we need to look at that. Right, that one. I'm not sure we've got one of these working. Oh, maybe we have. Oh, get my ear down there, work out which one's working. We've got a high and a low tone horn here, evidently. Now we're working. Cool. Right, that's better. That was obviously just a bit stuck. So, but why have we got no dash lights? Is it just all the bulbs have blown? I don't know. I'll get the meter out and we'll check whether we've got any power going to any of this stuff. That might be what right indicator's not working. There's no bulb in it. Oh dear. Right, let me go and see if I can find one of these. That might be to do with why the indicator's not working very well. That is grim in there. So I think what we'll do is I'll take this completely off, we'll take it indoors and give it a really good once over. One thing I have managed to do, if I turn the key on now, and then go on to the right, oh, it's not working. See? It's just the bulb had gone. Yeah, the left one's definitely faster than the right one, so we've got to look at that. So on the indicators on C, the switch to the right, it stays there until you move it back to the middle and turn it off. You move it to the left, the indicators come on, it stays there till you move it back to the middle and it turns them off. On the Virago, I've just found out you do that, they're on, it goes back to the middle until you press the switch in, then it turns them off. Go to the left, press the switch in, it goes off. So it's a different thing. Now there's three things that can make your indicator flash faster evidently. One is obviously a blown bulb, which is why I checked that side, but yeah, there was a bulb missing, but we've put one in. Right hand side's correct. The thing is a wrong size or a different rated bulb. Now I brought a new indicator, didn't I, which is this one on the back. We don't know what that's got in there, so we'll pop that out and have a look and see what bulb it's got in it, or flasher unit, but I'm suspecting it's probably this bulb. Let me get the cover off. So here's the side that I'm running, which is your normal indicator bulb, and lo and behold, there's a little diddly one in there. There's the issue. So we need to put one of these in there. This one's blown unfortunately, so let me go and get another bulb. The little bulb is watt, this one's 21 watts. So we had a 10 watt at the back, a 21 watt at the front. That's why it's flashing funny. So, right, let's get this bulb. Someone's used to ask what is going on because, how am I meant to do that up? The bulb in my Virago ones lays sideways, not straight out. I'll show you, but at least it's working now with the indicators, and I've got it in neutral. So we've got the neutral light on. So we got so they're both the same speed now. I'll demonstrate. So that's good. I don't know what's going on with these headlights because I've got no bulbs, so we'll have a look inside the pod, see if whether the bulbs are blown. But yeah, so I've now got to order, although I brought a brand new indicator, I've now got to buy another indicator because I need one with the bulb laying sideways. Oh, for God's sake. I've just this, which is the original indicator that was snapped off. I wonder if I can clean that up and get that bulb out, whether I could use that and put the other lens on. Let me see what I can do. What I've discovered is on the high-low dimmer switch, so when you have your light on normal beam and you flick it to high beam, you should have a continuous live coming in there, and then you flick it so your light's either on or off. The live coming in is a blue and black wire, and then the green is either high beam and the yellow wire in there is low beam, which are the ones connected to the switch. And this is the one here, this blue and black, that's got no power on it at all on the other bit of the bike. So I need to connect all this back up and then check whether this is the power supply coming in. If it hasn't still got no power on it, but looking at this, it goes up to the lighting switch. So when you put the lights on, that should send power down to there. So I'm actually on the wrong switch. We need to take the other side off, the kill switch side, and check the wiring in there. We're getting somewhere. Right, it's the other end of the blue wire, blue and black wire. Let's put that on, put the lights on, and then in theory we should have 12 volts coming down that connector, and we've got nothing. Absolutely diddly squat. Right, let's get that off. We're closing in. So I'll pop off the switch the other side, and then we'll do some tracing that side. Wiring diagram for an XV 1000 and 1100 1986 to 95 UK model, and this is the wiring diagram for an XV 1100 1996 onward UK models. Now I've got an XV 1000 1988, which would be this diagram, and this main switch is actually the ignition switch with the key. And what it is when you turn it on, all four wires should be joined together. So that's the red, the brown, the blue and the red and blue. They should all be connected. On the XV 1100, when you turn it on, the red and the blue should be connected, and the brown and the red should be connected. So you've got these two connected, these two connected. This one, you got all four connected. Let's just do some measurements and see what we get. So if we test continuity between the, so if I turn the ignition on, then put the lights on, have we got any continuity between the blue and red and the blue? So if I put my probe on the red wire, we should have continuity between the red and the brown, which we have. Keep the probe on the red, should have continuity between the other two as well, which we haven't. So the red and the brown join together. Are these two joined together? If I can get the probes in there. They are. So we've got 2 and 2. We haven't got continuity across all four. I think someone's put the wrong ignition on this bike, and I'm going to test it now, because let me make up a little test lead. I'm going to put some power. Right, I've got 12 volts on this. Let's put it down here, see if we get any lights. Oh, I haven't got the ignition on. Right, let's try again. We have lights. So there is the headlamp switch on. We can do high and low beam, and then if I turn the headlamp switch off, everything's working as it should. Get that back on, he says. Hang on. Have I just blown the fuse now? No. I think I've just lost me 12 volts here. And then, see? All off. I don't know why I've just... Oh, I lost my headlamp. I don't know, I might have just blown the headlamp bulb now. I'm not sure. It was working. Oh, I'm on parking lights, that's why. No. Oh, I don't know what I've done. I might have just blown the headlamp bulb, but yeah. We're just on all the time. No, that won't work then, because then we're on all the... No, we're not. Yes, we are on all the time. There we go. Right, we're back on again. Turn them off. On. Why is this on all the time though? Something not right here, but yeah. I think it's got the wrong ignition in it. I seriously think that from the testing. So I'm going to do a bit more research, but that's what I think the thing is. But if I wired it like that, then in theory it would work. I don't know why these lights are on all the time. That's weird. That's something else to look into.